And we had, certainly there were the issues in terms of what she said over at community corrections. There are all those things, and you have cocaine showing up in her system. And that was on June 4th that we were here, and she admitted to the violations. And I had revoked her bond at that time. Ultimately, she got out. On the 18th, this is June, I adjourned it to July 16th today, or July 16th, and her bond was continued, and she was to continue her testing. And then ultimately from the 18th, it gets from July 16th, it gets adjourned to today. Starting in mid-June, or the end of June, June 30th. Well, I'm gonna start mid-June. June 18th, positive for cocaine. June 30th, positive for cocaine. July 8th, positive for cocaine. July 16th, cocaine does not show up. I'm presuming she's supposed to be on the benzos and opiates, but. And if it had started to head that way, we'd be fine, except that the next week, well, 5 days out, she's positive for cocaine again.
She says she's not using cocaine. She says that the tests are incorrect. She's gotten the tests since then, and it was negative. She wants the court to know that.
Where?
At community corrections.
She's done a test since when?
7/31, her test was negative.
Today.
And she said she tested today.
I really don't know what's going on with that test.
You're using cocaine. That's what's going on. I mean, I don't. I just don't know who you think you're fooling.
I took 2 more tests. I don't know what's going on. They didn't even give me the test results for today. She got the other one for the 30th. That's the only test that showed up right after I went to court here.
What?
After I came in on the 16th.
When I revoked your bond, that was mid-June. I just read off every test since mid-June. And virtually every test, you're positive for cocaine.
It takes a while for it to come out your system. And I have bad.
Okay, let's assume that's correct, and it's not. But let's assume that that's correct. Then the cold-hearted reality is that when it was supposedly out of your system on July 16th, we should have not seen cocaine again. Yet on July 21st, I have cocaine again.
But that's what I'm saying. In the other night.
I'm not putting up with it. You're gonna have to figure it all.
I have not been doing.
Absolutely. You have just decided that you want to use when you want
What
to
about
use.
today's test and the other tests?
What about the positive test?
I don't know how it got there.
I do want to say on behalf of Ms. Beaver, she is engaged in CCOP at community corrections. Through CCOP, she is attending AA meetings as well. She did provide me with an attendance sheet. She's going multiple times a week. Her last test being twice on the 30th. Is this also a test too?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. Her last AA meeting being the August 1st. So she is engaged in treatment and AA. I'd ask the court
Does she
consider.
have a prescription even for the opiates?
Yes, I do.
I believe she did give the prescription for the benzos and the opiates to
That's what I thought, but
community corrections.
it's not necessarily my concern. I mean, it's a cold-hearted reality. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. The last 9 tests, 7 have been positive for cocaine.
But that's when I first got arrested. And it takes a while to come out your system. I did jail time. I was in jail for 2 weeks,
Oh, I know. I put you,
and it was still in my system.
no, you weren't testing while you were in jail.
When I got out,
I know.
but it
It
takes,
showed up. Why do you think it just showed up?
I was,
Because you used.
I have two half of kidneys. I had kidney cancer. It takes a while to come out your system.
So you want to explain how it comes out of your system and then back in your system and then? comes
I
out of your
tried to
system?
get that test done over. They said it was too late to do it over. I don't understand how one test comes up and the rest is negative.
Because you're using.
Your Honor, I'd ask you to consider keeping Ms. Beaver's bond the same and having her continue to go to CCOP. In the alternative, if she is remanded to the jail, would Your Honor consider releasing her to inpatient?
I would consider release to inpatient treatment. She needs some kind of help. Because she can't even be truthful with herself. And at this point, bonds revoked. Defendant's remanded. We'll see you on September 3rd. I'm done.
Ms. Beavers, I think, would like to request a hearing on the test results and the bond violation.
You can have a hearing on the 3rd. It's my next available day.